Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Does Boxing. We back with another live stream talking about this boxing. Salute to everybody coming through the building, all my subscribers, supporters. I appreciate it. For those listening to the playback, feel free to drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying? What's good, JC? What's good, bro? Salute to you. Salute to you. Yeah, man. So we're back again, man, talking about this boxing. A couple of things I want to talk about. Of course, you know what I'm saying, some little news and notes, some fights just got made, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And we're going to rock into it, talk about it, you know what I'm saying. Feel free to drop a comment and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying. Keep it boxing. It's all good. So, first thing, Don King is back, baby, you know what I'm saying. Back in business. He got a fight coming up. He got a fight card coming up January the 29th, you know what I'm saying. He got a heavyweight fight, you know what I'm saying? The regular title is finally gonna be on the line. If you've been following this storyline with Manuel Charr and Trevor Bryan, then we all know that Burchett, I'm gonna touch on him. And so if you following this storyline, WA ordered Manuel Charr, who is a regular champion, to fight Trevor Bryan, you know what I'm saying? And this been like a long time in the making. Charr ain't fought in 3 years and Bryan ain't fought in 2 years. So they finally, you know what I'm saying, gonna make it happen. So we'll see, man. We'll see. So this is supposed to go down January 29th in Florida, you know what I'm saying, Hollywood, Florida. I'm talking about this fights real quick. So Charr versus Bryant, long overdue fight. They was ordered in December that they had to make this fight by January 29th because Don King won the purse bid or like the first quarter of last year. He never put the fight on, so they like pressuring him to go ahead and do this. The winner of this fight, he said, yeah, Don King, Suge Knight, yes sir. Yeah, either way, yeah. So this, Don King haven't been promoting a lot of fights with. He don't really got a lot of fighters. You know what I'm saying? So the WA kind of forced him to make this fight right here. And the winner of this fight is basically AJ's mandatory, you know what I'm saying, for the WBA. Or it can be a possible opponent for Deontay Wilder if he don't get the Fury fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things. That's why it's kind of important because, these guys been sitting in the rankings for like 3+ years, 2.5 years, and really not deserving of that ranking because they haven't fought. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen Charles since he fought Usmanov. That was like November 2017, 20 something like that. It's crazy. And Brian, nobody really got like I haven't really seen much film on him. And I'm a hardcore boxing head. It's crazy. I gotta go back to when he was a prospect to watch some film on him. And I know he can fight. He got fast hands and he got a good trainer, Stacey McKinley. We just haven't seen him fight. You feel me? So finally, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna get this fight done. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. All right, so the next fight on this card, you got Bermane Stiverne versus Chris Lovejoy. Now, this is like, we know Stiverne. He's a phone world champion. I believe he's like 42 years old now. And Chris Lovejoy, nobody never heard of him. Like we haven't seen him fight. Now we see him on Instagram and stuff like that. He know how to market himself, and what I'm saying, he a good talker and all that good stuff. But nobody's seen him fight. I got some footage of him. What I'm saying, of course I got some, but nobody really seen him fight. So he's gonna fight Stiverne. That's an interesting matchup. You feel me? That's an interesting matchup. I want to see what Lovejoy bring to the table because we know what Stiverne gonna bring to the table. If Stiverne in shape, he's a good counter puncher. But he's 42, and last time we seen him, Joe Joyce was beating him up, and we all know what Deontay did to him. So we'll see. Chris Lovejoy versus Bermane Stiverne, and the next fight on this card is supposed to be Bebu Shubanov versus Raphael Murphy. And this for the WBA regular title at cruiserweight. We know Shubanov, he been around for a minute too. He fought at light heavyweight. He fought Bernard Hopkins and stuff like that. So, I mean, we already know what it is for that fight. Murphy, he's like 14-1 with like 11 knockouts. He's been stopped one time. So, I don't think he had a fight scheduled a 10-round distance. You know what I'm saying? So you already know what it is. So Shubanov should win. Shubanov, Stiverne, I think Lovejoy too, and Trevor Bryan all signed with Don King. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So we'll see what happens. So moving on. So it's like I said, I just want to touch on this because we haven't seen Don King in the spotlight for a minute. And we know he's the best promoter of all time. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, we know he got some shady practices and stuff like that. But we'll see. Hopefully they'll have some TV for this. For sure, I should have a link by the time this fight happens. So, once again, I'm gonna put the banner back up there just to remind everybody, coming through. You got Don King back in business. You know what I'm saying? January 29th from the Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood, Florida. The same place where Devin Haney fought Gamboa and Jacobson and Rosado. Triple G fought there too. So, yeah, yes sir. All right, we're gonna move on to the next topic. So, Rain City, USA, they're gonna be back February the 25th. That's on a Thursday. Chuck versus Adams. Now this fight was supposed to happen December 3rd. This is an old thumbnail, but just to give you a visual. So this was a good fight at 154 pounds. Chuck is 18-0, 18 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? He's with 360 Promotions, trained by Manny Robles. So he's a good prospect trying to get into contender status. You know what I'm saying? Then you have Brandon Adams, who coming off a nice victory in December on the Ring City Boxer. He got I think he got a second round knockout over Sonny Dervison. And we remember him from the Contender. He won the Contender series, and he fought Jamal Charlo in 2019. So this should be a good fight, man. Good test for Bolichuk. Definitely a step up for him. You know what I'm saying? And Brian Adams, he's real strong at 154 pounds. That might be his best weight. So we'll see, man. This should be a good fight. And if you haven't seen Ring City USA cards, it's really dope. They got a lot of good graphics and stuff like that. We got a good backdrop. And they was doing it at the Freddie Roach gym, the Wild Card gym outside in the parking lot. But it's cold out here in Cali, so they'll probably change the location. But just the setup of it and the content, it's pretty dope though, the way they're doing it. So they're supposed to have this series supposed to run like 14 cards throughout the year. They're gonna have 6 cards before the Olympics. And this series is on NBC, and we know NBC shows the Olympics, so they're gonna show about 6 cards before the Olympics start in the summer, and then they're gonna finish up. So they'll have 8 cards on the back end. So, and they showcase a lot of young fighters and good up and coming fighters, probably fighters you ain't never, you not familiar with. So that's what's up, bro. I like this series right here. More boxing, the better. All right, so moving on, we got Michelle Rivera versus Marcos Villasana Jr. in March. Quote unquote, this fight is in the works. Now Rivera, he's a good prospect at 135 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I know when we talk about 135, we know it's a high division because we got a lot of top big names at the top of the division. But this kid right here can fight. He fought on the Tank Leo Santa Cruz undercard. He got a win over Ladarius Memphis Miller. You know what I'm saying? He a good fighter. Villasana is like a tough Mexican fighter. I think he's like 25-6. He come to fight. His pops was a former world champion, so he got the bloodline. So he gonna come to fight. This fight right here supposed to be on the David Benavidez card on Showtime, March the 6th. And I talked about this yesterday. If you guys was here, you can go back and check out the live. But David Benavidez in talks to fight Ronald Ellis or another opponent. But that's one of the names that's been thrown out there. And then possibly I can go back to it. I still got it. So David Benavidez is supposed to be on that card fighting Ronald Ellis, and then Spence IBF mandatory. He may face opponent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Red Cash. You know what I'm saying? That's me throwing it out there. Maybe another opponent because after he make his tune-up fight, he gonna go into the Spence fight because that mandatory is long overdue. So it makes sense to fight a southpaw. And same thing with Danny Garcia. He was going to the Spence fight and he fought a southpaw. So that's just a little backtrack right there. But back to this fight. This is a good little fight, man. Rivera, he's with Samson Boxing, same as Benavidez, so he's gonna get a lot of looks on the PBC side. What's good, Ricky E245? Salute, bro. Salute to you. What's going on with you? The Texan in the building. What's up, bro? Salute to you. What's going on? So, I like it. It's a pretty interesting fight, man, because Rivera put himself in a position. What's up, Bruce Goes? Salute. He can put himself in a position to get a good fight, especially on the PBC side. I mean, I'm not sure if he'll get a Tank fight, but maybe Pitbull Cruz is a good fight for him. Maybe Fortuna. You never know how stuff work out. But look out for this Rivera kid. He can box. He can fight. He can punch too. You know what I'm saying? I think he's from Dominican Republic. So yeah, check him out. He said he's chilling. That's what's up, bro. Salute, salute. All right, so we're moving right along. So we got an update on this. We got an update on this card. Hold on 1 second. Let me switch it up. Actually, I want to talk about the card. Well, the card it's been out there, but Burchett versus Valdez, February the 20th. They officially announced it, and they got a good undercard for it. Gabe Flores versus Andrew Casio, and Elvis Rodriguez is coming back. I think my man Ricky asked me about Elvis Rodriguez yesterday, so there you go, right there. So he'll be back. So this a good look. It should be some good fights, man. I want to talk about this fight that just got announced though. Um, Gabriel Flores versus Cancio. This is a step up fight for Gabriel Flores. You know what I'm saying? At 130 pounds. He said Ronald Ellis is one of Canelo's sparring partners. Okay, that's what. Yeah. I know he been in camp with him before. I know he coming off that Carball fight in December where he kind of lucked up because Carball was taking him to school, but Carball popped his Achilles, I guess. So yeah, we'll see. He's one of the opponents. I know that's the first name I heard, and it's you know how PBC rock. They probably not gonna tell you who the opponent is until like the end of February. But yeah, I'm hearing Ronald Ellis. So, but Gabe Flores versus Cancio is a good fight. Good step up fight for Flores. He looked good. His last fight in the bubble. You know what I'm saying? He boxed real well. I mean, it's like he's. I don't know if he. I'm not gonna say he's losing power, but maybe his power ain't as big as I thought it was. Because when he first started, turned pro, he was getting a lot of big knockouts. Now he's just boxing his way, and he's landing the same punches, but he's not really hurting these guys like that. Maybe he's stepping up in competition. He said Gabe is a good young fighter. Yeah, he's a good young fighter. He got a good team around him. You know what I'm saying, with Jay Prince and my man Antonio Leonard promotion. So and Top Rank. So they're gonna build him right. I believe it's like 17 or 18 and 0, something like that. So but he only got like 6 or 7 knockouts, I believe. So I think he can punch, but he been boxing a lot lately. Andrew Cancio is coming off a tough loss against Rene Alvarado. We seen Alvarado last week on the Ryan Garcia undercard. He lost his title that he got from Cancio. Cancio is a tough, rugged veteran, good body puncher. He's not really a big puncher per se, but he's a great body puncher. And he been inactive, been out of the ring for a year and some change. So this is first fight with Top Rank. So we'll see, man. This is a good fight. And they setting up the young man Flores, you know what I'm saying, to build his, get some names on his resume. So this is a good fight, man. It's a co-main event to Burchett versus Valdez. And I wouldn't be surprised, we're gonna knock on wood. I wouldn't be surprised that this is these two guys, one of these guys gonna be on standby just in case something happened with the main event. Because this is 130 pounds, too, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. But this is a good fight, good step up fight. You know what I'm saying? Good step up fight. And they they ain't playing with Cancio. His first fight, he going in with a young, hungry prospect that's ready, trying to make some noise, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up right there. All right. We talked about this kid yesterday too. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. We talked about him now. There's some news coming out about him. So Xander Zayas is gonna be on this undercard. Joe Smith Jr. versus Max Vlasov for the vacant WBO title, and then the co-main event you have Richard Comey versus Jackson Marinez. So that's a good crossroads fight. Both guys coming off of losses. Marinez coming off a controversial robbery decision loss, and then Comey got blasted out in 2 rounds against Teofimo. So they both guys looking to bounce back. They got some great corners. You know what I'm saying? Richard Comey got Andre Rozier, and Jackson Marinez got Robert Garcia. So that's a good matchup. But on to Xander Zayas. Like we talked about yesterday, this kid been in camp. He been getting some good work as of late. You know what I'm saying? With Adrian Broner, Robert Easter Jr. He had some work with Tank too. You know what I'm saying? Danny Jacobs. So he's growing, and that's what you're gonna learn in the gym. You want to get all the kinks out in the gym and being there with some good guys, and then we'll see how he develops. But he's a good young talented kid. You see, he signed early as hell, but he's like 18, 19 now. So this a good one. This a good fighter right here. He's gonna be a good welterweight. I think he's like 6-0. So look out for him. He's developing. I gotta circle back around and talk about this young prospect too. He's gonna be on the February 20th card. Let me get myself right. Elvis Rodriguez. So he's back. That's another good prospect. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to see him progress. You know what I'm saying? 10-0, 10 knockouts. He got one draw. I mean, he ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? He said, is Zayas a hype job? No, I don't think so. He's still developing. I don't think he's a hype job. I think he's not there. He's not the finished product, but he's good though. You know what I'm saying? Good fast hands, strong, got a nice high guard, punching combinations. He's a big kid for 147, like 5'10, 5'9, 5'10. So yeah, man. I don't think he's a hype job. We won't find that out until maybe he step up in competition. But I think he's okay. He said good prospects. We will see who makes it up there. Yeah, we'll see. I like this Elvis kid though. He said Elvis is exciting to watch. Yeah, he's real exciting. He's real exciting. What's up, Jordan? Salute. He's real exciting to watch. And I think it's a perfect match for Freddie Roach. You know what I'm saying? Freddie Roach he's doing some good things with this kid. Underrated stuff too. He got him placing his punches real well. You know what I'm saying? Being patient. Because these young prospects that got all these knockouts, they want to go in there and just kill some, like Edgar Berlanga a little bit. You see how Elvis is kind of calm and patient with his work and take his time to break you down. But Berlinga, once he hits you one time, he feel like he got to get you up out of there. They've been working so far, so you know what I'm saying. But I'm excited about this kid, man. Hopefully, I think it's about time to step him up in competition. You know what I'm saying? Because the way he been looking, yeah, it's about time. I can see him getting a title fight before his 16th fight, something like that. He's 10-0, so I can definitely see that. He said, "Peace, yeah, peace, man. Peace to you, bro. Salute." So definitely, man. I love these prospects, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good prospects in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of talent all across the sport. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta get these guys active and keep them going. You know, Elvis Rodriguez was pretty active last year, so hopefully he can maintain that, keep that going. You know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying in other lives and stuff like that. And I don't mind repeating it, but it's gonna be a lot of fights getting scheduled. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fights get announced because we got a slow couple of weeks right now. Nothing too crazy until like Showtime on January the 20th. They got a Showbox card, and then they got a card on the 23rd. So it's really like no boxing like that for like mainstream. It is still boxing going on though, because it's boxing, and I got links and shit for Argentina, and then they got a fight in Mexico with Thomas Lamont. So I got all that shit covered. But for the regular fan that ain't trying to go through all them hoops, you got a couple of weeks to wait. Then it's gonna be full. It's gonna be full blast. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. And once it starts, it's not gonna stop. That's the one thing I like about having all these networks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's fights on every network basically every week nonstop. You know what I'm saying? That shit dope to me. And I don't even care if they clashing because at the end of the day, you can always go back and watch it. It's not like back in the day when HBO go off. You gotta if it's a pay-per-view, you gotta wait until next week to watch it. Nah, it ain't like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Now you can go back and watch it. As soon as you miss it, you can go back and watch it, or you can DVR it, or you can just go back and watch the stream. So yeah, shit, it's different, yo. So I'm glad Fight's on because it's more content for me. It's more learning and stuff like that. So that's how I get down. But I'm gonna run through this lineup real quick, just in case. You know what I'm saying? Anybody curious about it? So yeah. So I'm gonna run through it real quick. So Um, I'm gonna start with the Showtime. So Showtime got Showtime Showbox January the 20th. You got 4 fights on there, and then the 23rd you got on Showtime you got Angelo Leo versus Steve Fulton. You got Risa Lee versus Vic Pasillas. That's 122 pounds, and then Rolly Romero is back against Justin Paldo, and Paldo is trained by Running Shields. If y'all guys not familiar, he said, Gabriel, what's up, Nathan? Yeah, that's on the undercard. Yep. Yep. That's a good undercard fight. There are some under the radar fights this weekend. Yeah, well, it's a couple. Um, I did a video about y'all. Feel free to go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Lamana is fighting on Facebook on his promotions channel Facebook page, Rising Star Promotion. If you go check out that video, I got it still up or whatnot. And then on my community tab, closer to the fight, probably Saturday afternoon before the fight start, I'm gonna drop the link and all that stuff again just to make sure everybody's straight. But if you go to that video that I dropped, if you look in the description box, it'll take you right to the Facebook page. So yeah, Fulton versus Leo is a very good fight. Yeah, yeah, good fight. Real good fight. I think it's about 50-50. Um, when it was scheduled last year in August, I thought Fulton had it. You know what I'm saying? But now seeing Leo's performance and after watching, doing some research about him some more and watching more of his fights, this fight pretty much 50-50. And if Fulton not if he's not in the best shape, he gonna have a problem because Leo know how to turn it on. Because he was losing those first 3 or 4 rounds against Tremaine Williams, and after that he turned it on and he beat the man up and got the decision. So he said, not saying anything of Lovejoy. Yeah, I got a clip of Lovejoy. Hit me on my social media. I'll send it to you. Just hit me on one of these social media. Hit me on either one of them, whatever one you feel comfortable with scrolling across. I'll send you the clip of dude. I got it. I had to search for that shit though, but I got it. Justin Trouble, what's good, bro? Salute, salute. So, running down this schedule. I say we talked about the Showtime cards, okay, and then January 29th, you got that Don King card with Manuel Char versus Trevor Bryant, Romain Stavern versus Chris Lovejoy, Shulanov versus Murphy. The next night, you got Caleb Plant. He's coming back to face Caleb Truax. That's gonna be on Fox. Sergey Kovalev versus Beck the Bully. Oh, man, I can't wait for that fight. That's gonna be on the Zone from Russia. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for that one. What else? Oh, February the 13th. You got a good day of boxing. February the 13th. You got that's the day before Valentine's Day. You got Jojo Diaz versus Shaq Romanov for the IBF title. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Teixeira versus Brian Castano. That's a good fight. Another 50-50 fight. And then you got the top ranked card, Joe Smith versus Max Vlasov, Comey versus Marinez. Then Xander Zayas is on that card. You feel me? He said Trevor Bryant, Manuel Charles should be a good fight. Actually kind of intrigued. Yeah, I'm intrigued by that shit too because I haven't seen him in so long. It's kind of like a mystique behind that shit. Like Trevor Bryant, I ain't seen much of him, honestly. And he got like 20 fights. He been in the game for a minute. And both guys been out all in the ring for a long time. So yeah, I'm intrigued by it too. It should be yeah, they match up pretty good though, if you break them down. Because Char coming to fight and Trevor Bryant like to fight too. He probably got the better skills. He got the better skills. He's the younger man. He has a good jab and fast hands. And he's aggressive. So I think it actually is a good fight stylistically though. You know what I'm saying? And then so this card right here I'm about to say it's not official, but it's going to get official or it's working towards that. You have Adrian Broner. So I talked about this yesterday. If y'all missed it, I gave all a couple of names that I think AB can fight or possible fight, but he's supposed to come back February 13th. I'm just gonna say TBA for now. But my prediction, I said one what's the name? One Jose Velasco. That's one. The guy who fought Regis and Barrios. They both stopped him. And then another one, they got some storyline to it. I said Fabian Madonna. Those are just my picks. You know what I'm saying? I might be wrong. It is what it is. But AB supposed to be back February 13th. Aldo Wilding versus Dominic Brazil. That's a co-main. That one is signed and sealed right there. So we're just waiting on to get a confirmation on AB's opponent. So you gotta think about it. We almost a month away from that fight. Next week could be a month. So they haven't made no announcement. And we know AB is one of the bigger names in boxing. So it gotta be they either trying to work out some visa issues or something. because they should have announced this already. You know what I'm saying? They basically announced Oliver Wallen versus Brazil, and then Robert Easter Jr. supposed to be on that card too. Not sure about his opponent. He said, "Is that the Richard Comey?" Yeah, that's him. Same one. He'll be back. Yep, Jackson Martinez. That's a good crossroads fight, and that's a good fight for him coming back. Like I wouldn't expect for him after that loss to face a guy like that because Martinez can box. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's props to both guys. He said Brian not seeing much of him either. Um, I have heard he's okay, but it's best to Derek Rossi and yeah, that's what tells you he's been so inactive, man, messing with Don King. Um, I like what I remember of him and the stories and people tell me that he is good. He might not be on the level of the top guys, but he's good. Like he got good hand speed and got good power. I expect for him to stop. Actually, I got him beating Char, but we'll see. So what's next? So we talk about that AB card. That's supposed to be announced pretty soon. What else we got? On the 19th, we got MTK card. MTK be having fights on ESPN Plus. I like those fights. They got Leon Walsh versus Paul Holland Jr. So you know what I'm saying. I gotta keep that casual. I gotta talk about the hardcore fans too, because those be some good fights too on those cards. MTK be having a lot of fights. My man JC said facts. I was wondering what happened to Robert Easter. He ain't fought. I know, right? It's going on 2 years. He ain't fought since the Francis Bartholomew fight. I think that was April 2019. Yeah. Coco the Don, what's good, bro? Salute to you. Salute. He said Don King made Severn versus Wilder. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was there for a long. Yeah, Don King, man, he can talk forever. You know what I'm saying? Don King, he can sell a fight. All right, so the 20th you got Burchett versus Valdez, Gabe Flores versus Cancio, Elvis Rodriguez supposed to be back. I'm shoot, you might see some of the zone cards sprinkle in there because I know Eddie Hearn talking about he's still going to make some fights even though UK shut down. So I haven't even talked about Eddie Hearn and Matchroom what they about to do. February 27th, you got Joseph Parker versus Junior Fa. That's a good fight. That's in New Zealand. You know what I'm saying? He said Easter trash. What's up, Rob 87? He said only in America on some Don King shit. Yeah. Yeah, everybody been off 2 years. Yep. Crazy. Coco laughing and shit. Yeah. My man don't like Robert Easter. But yeah, Parker and Fa is a good fight. That's in New Zealand. That's gonna be on the zone. That's a big day for boxing too. So yeah, that's gonna be early in the day, probably early in the morning in New Zealand. I'll be forgetting the time difference. And then remember, y'all, Canelo supposed to fight Yildirim on that day in Mexico. They're still working out the venue, but the fight pretty much done. So that's another good day in boxing. You know what I'm saying, for the zone, because you'll have Parker and Farr like early in the day, and then you'll have Canelo late at night, and it's supposed to be another fight too. Something else. We're gonna find out more about this stuff as they start to get into the year, and they're gonna start announcing the first quarter because they pretty much got. Well, January is basically done. Basically, it's not. It's only big fights until the end, the last 2 weeks. Then February is pretty much booked. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody going on February the 6th because of Super Bowl. But I think like the network TV, you might say a network TV might go on the 6th. You know what I'm saying? I know that's Super Bowl weekend. I know Heron versus Frampton supposed to go on the 27th, but with the UK shutdown, I don't know if they're gonna push it back because that fight's supposed to be in London. So we'll see. He said Canelo cherry picking again. Man, he talking about fighting 3 times this year, so I ain't mad at him. It is what it is. So that's the 27th. The 6th supposed to be David Benavidez. Hit that card I talked about. So, you know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be a lot of stuff popping. He said, "Yeah, you should make a video dedicated to Canelo's cherry picking ways." But that's not my lane, bro. I feel you, but that's not my lane. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about that shit on a live, but I don't really, because I feel like that might be demeaning them like that, and I ain't here for that. I acknowledge that. Like I felt like when he became the star of the sport, he was doing that 155 catch weight. He was putting rehydration clause on guys, and he wouldn't fight certain guys when he should have. When they was about to order Charlo, and then he accepted the franchise. He could have said, "Nah, I fight Charlo." He was one belt away from undisputed with Andre, and then he went another direction. So yeah, of course, but I don't know if I'll make a video about that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my lane, but salute to you though, bro. He said, "I said, Daddy, you may need to fight." He been, yeah, yep. Good point. Very inactive. I'm thinking he gonna fight Charlo next. My conspiracy theory, since Canelo dropped the super title at the WBA super title at 160, they might make that for Eubank versus Charlo for the WBC and the vacant WBA super title. That's me being conspiracy theories. Being realistic, they should make Murata versus Eubank, since Eubank is the interim and Murata is the regular. They should make that fight and the winner be the super. But since he's on PBC side, Eubank, uh, it makes sense for the Charlo fight to happen. Because Charlo don't got no smoke at 160 on the PBC side. He gonna have to move up to get either Caleb Plant or Dave Benavidez. He said Canelo is a okay. Oh, Canelo is okay as a takeover if it's February. It's okay in my opinion. I mean, yeah, if he's staying in shape, staying active, then gonna come back in May and fight Billy Joe Saunders for unification. I don't think you can really trip off that. Super Bowl weekend need boxing events lead up. People schedule that weekend. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, they can do one on Friday the 5th, 6th, and then that'd be dope. But it might still happen though, because these fights, these guys really since COVID, they still staying in shape. They just can't announce the fight until I don't know why they can't announce it, but they normally announce these fights like the last minute. So I won't be surprised, coming up when everything started to open back up, you might get some announcements. But it makes sense to take advantage of that Super Bowl shit, especially to bring notoriety to the sport of boxing. So I'm with you on that. Haplotype, what's good, bro? Salute to you. Salute to you. No, I got you covered. You good, bro. Chin Smoke, what's good? Salute. Just said Eubank is overrated. I think so too. I like him. I think he got dog in him and he can fight, but I think he's a little bit overrated, in my opinion. I think a lot of people rate him higher than what they think he. Yeah, he's all right though. He gonna come to fight Eubank versus Murata would be that'd be a good fight. Yeah, you're right. That'd be a good fight. Eubank is fringe world level, I would say. Yeah, he right there on at 160, he's a top contender because 160 weak. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking about contender wise. I like the champions, but the champions not fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? They should be able to unify that division, but you know, he'll make good fights with Munguia, Lynn Williams. You know what I'm saying? I think those guys would be good fights for him in that division. Selecki, like that's a good fight for Eubank. But if he fight Charlo, I'm with it because I think it's gonna be a lot of heat in that fight, and he gonna come to fight. So, yeah. And then March the 13th, you got Chocolatito versus Juan Francisco Estrada. That's a bomb ass fight too. I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be a good one, man. Because both guys have slowed down. They ain't fought. Well, last time they fought was like 8-9 years ago, which was a good ass fight. I think it was 2012. So yeah, 9 years. So that's gonna be a good fight too. Unification fight too. You know what I'm saying? That's like a boxing fan dream. Unification. Let's get some clarity in this shit. So it's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of fights going down. And like I said, it's gonna be some more announcements. While we got this slow time, I just go back and watch fights and stuff like that, get myself ready. Or I watched Burchett today watching some of his fights. You know what I'm saying? Since they announced it, I'm gonna work on Valdez. Just watch fights to get yourself ready. Because especially when I'm ready to do this content, I'll make sure I'm straight and on point with this shit. And it's a couple of fights I want to watch. So I can make sure I sharpen up my sword. Hopefully they figure this stuff out with. He said Team Estrada. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I like Estrada too. I like Estrada. He said phone booth. Yeah, phone booth fight. Both guys slowed down a little bit. They look vulnerable in their last fights, even though Chocolatito still looked good. He broke down the young guy, but Estrada got dropped heavy by Quadras. Quadras ain't no punk either. Like 115 is crazy, bro. You got Estrada, Chocolatito, Quadras, Sword Ramvasai, Ioka. Tanaka can bounce back, and Cajas. If JC Martinez move up, man, it's just gonna be crazy. He said Eubank is called garbage by a lot of fans. He ain't bad. Some overrate him a lot, underrate him as well. The same as most. I think he's a good fighter. He got a lot of dog and a lot of heart in him. And I just feel like with his athletic ability, I think he should be farther along with his boxing skills. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't use a jab. You know what I'm saying? He's explosive. You know what I'm saying? He throw a lot of combinations when he gets you hurt. But if he's not like if you fight him from a distance or mid range, he's not jabbing. He ain't really doing too much. He can sit on the outside and get all boxed, but he can't step it up down the stretch because he got a good gas tank. He's durable. He got a good ass chin, so he got some good qualities. If he can develop some boxing skills, which I'm hearing he can box, you know what I'm saying? He just we haven't seen it under the lights. So yeah, because some people do over. That's a perfect statement right there, my man. Nathan, that's a perfect statement. Because over here we might say he's trash because we see his head movement and whatever. But if you go back and watch the Billy Joe Saunders fight, he actually all right. He was in that fight. It's not like if you just go to BoxRec, you just say, "Oh, Billy Joe Saunders outboxed him." But if you go watch that fight, I mean, he was dogging Billy Joe down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree with you. I want Valdez to win, but I'm not betting. Yeah, man, I want Valdez to do well, man. He haven't been looking good, man. I think the writing's on the wall. He been looking bad ever since he got his jaw broken by Scott Quigg. He haven't been the same fighter. He lost like maybe 2 or 3 fights out of his career. So and Blue Nose had him hurt. He really didn't look too well against his last fight against was it Velez who he fought? He didn't really look too well. He said, "What you think about Gabe Flores?" I like him. He's a good boxer. He's developing as a boxer. I think he kind of turned the corner as trying to be a puncher early in his career, and now he's settling in to be a boxer. I don't think he's a big puncher, but I think he can keep your attention. I like what he was doing his last couple fights, and his only flaw that I was seeing, he was keeping his head straight up in the air. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't tucking his chin, but he kind of fixed that a little bit. And he's a good boxer. I think he fits right in at 130 with those young guys. He might be behind Cobra or something like that, and all the other young guys, but he kind of behind them. But he can fit in at 130. It's some good fights. This is a big test for him against Cancio. He get past Cancio. I like to see him in with somebody like Tevin Farmer or somebody like that. He got almost 20 fights, so he's developing real well. I like him. I think he can do some things. He said dream match. Yeah, that's a good one. That's gonna be a good one. I got Chocolatito 8 rounds. Okay. That can be a good one. He said I'm betting my entire bank account. Oh, for real? Man, good luck with that shit, bro, man. He said Quadras scrappy as fuck. Yeah, Quadras, he can box and he can bang. He had Estrada hurt. I agree on that. Eubank don't have a high boxing skills, but good fighter, good chin, and yeah, he got some good stamina, yo. Renee Bashan, what's good, bro? Salute to you. He said Estrada has slowed down. Yeah, he slowed down. That's what's gonna make this. That's what's gonna make this Chocolatito fight real good. Both guys slowed down. He said, Renee Bashan said, "I like Eubank. Yeah, he got dog in him. I like him. I want to see. I just want to see him develop more as a fighter. But at 31, 32, maybe that, maybe he's not. He's too inactive for me. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I like the Charlo fight. I got Estrada being Chocolatito. Yeah, I would favor Estrada, but my heart is with Chocolatito for real. I think the winner should get Ioka. I think Ioka should fight in Cajas. Then the winner of that can fight the winner of Estrada versus Chocolatito, and then that'd be undisputed. How would you rate Luke Campbell? I see him as a lower top 10 guy, lightweight French. Yeah, I'm with you on that. He probably dropped down. I don't think his career over with though. He might want to think about moving to 140. Maybe. I don't know if he's a tall guy, but he pretty much in no man's land because if he can't beat the top guys he can compete, but he can't beat them. What fight I like for him? James Tennyson. Let's make that fight. That's a good little domestic fight. James Tennyson's a good fight for him. He said Estrada looked better last outing. Either way, not upset with the outcome. I thought, I think I don't really hold that fight against Estrada because I know him and Quadras fought before, and that's a crafty guy. And I thought, that was a close first fight, and I knew they knew each other. So I knew he can capitalize on some shit. But Estrada, he got his shit together and he stopped him. So after getting dropped, he came back and stopped Quadras. So I mean, it was a good fight. I thought he is slowing down though. You know what I'm saying? But he's not the guy he was a couple years ago, but he's still a good fighter, still a great fighter. So yeah, I'm not mad at the outcome either. JC. Yeah, bro. Yeah, she right. He said shaking my head. He said Luke Campbell might be one of the better boxers not to win the world title. Yeah. Yeah, he might be on some Howard Easton type shit. He might feel better at 140. I don't know. He's a good fighter. I don't know if he can beat those top guys though. When are we going to put? Ah man, that's a good question. I would say, see, it's gonna be tough for him because there's a lot of good guys, and who you gonna bump off of it? Pound for pound is so subjective, but I would have to say he might have to unify the division. Maybe not undisputed, but at least get two more belts. If he beat Mulan, what's his name, Mathang, like he dominate him, you might have to start talking about that because Mathang been a long reigning champion. His last loss was to Donaire like 2007. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm with you though. I think he need a couple more big wins in his division. He said Campbell Risson. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Good matchup right there. Yeah. Man, my man, it's a guy in the UK, man. I love the way he fight. I can't think of his name. He fights at 130. Real smooth. I know he was on the GB team. Joe Cordina. What's up with him, bro? I like him. I like that dude. Hopefully he gets some bump. He said Risson came up from 35 and won. Yeah, he got right. Yeah. Vasquez beat him. I thought Vasquez beat O'Hara Davis too. You know what I'm saying? So Vasquez must did something right because MTK signed him. He said, "Who's on your pound for pound list?" Let's see if I can remember because I wrote that shit down the other day. I'll tell you. Oh, let me find it real quick. It's in my phone. So hold on. I think I can remember it. I got Bud 1, Canelo 2. I got Spence 3, Inoue 4, Mel Charlo 5, Josh Taylor 6. Oh damn! Who I had 7? Let me look at my shit. Let me find it. I know I'm big on unified champions though. I'm big on them. Let me find it though. But I know that's those 7 or those 6 is in there for sure. But I'm gonna read it all to you. Yeah, man. Salute to y'all in the building too. I appreciate that shit. Y'all coming through. Let me keep going. I'm gonna find that and I'm gonna read it out to you, Ricky. He said, yeah, he's unlucky. He ain't more unlucky than Corball, but he's unlucky though, because Corball went through the shit. He can't catch a break. But it's his style though, bro. His style makes it ugly for everybody. He said wrestling is up there. It was the top 3 terrible fights. Yeah, that was a bad fight. Wrestling is another guy. He's in no man's land. I like him better. He said Franchon. My goodness, he was so nice after falling too. Saoka would be okay. Top 10 for you. Yeah, let me find. I forgot where I had it at. Yeah, it's so subjective though. You know what I'm saying? It's so subjective. You know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at nobody's list, yo. I seen some lists. I can't trip off nobody's list at the end of the day because it's what you feel. You don't have to agree with everybody's list. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna read mine how I had it because I be forgetting sometimes. Pound for pound, you can get in an argument with somebody. He said he got Wilder #1. Yeah, you tripping. I know some people do that. Some people have Wilder #1. I can't even say you tripping. It is what it is. Some people do. Well, when he was champion, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess the thing was he's a heavyweight and he can beat anybody on that list. But I don't know, man. The definition of pound for pound is like messed up. Because some people take it like literal, like who's the best, who can beat who. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put this small guy over this big guy because he can't beat this big guy. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about like he said, read it. Hold on, let me find that shit. I forgot where I had it. He said, come on, Rob. Okay. Terry Flanagan has disappeared. Yeah. I wanted Terry Flanagan for Devin Haney. I thought that would have been a better fight for Devin Haney at 135 than Gamboa. He said, read it, L Dub. Yeah, I gotta find that shit. I ain't deflecting. I just want to make sure I say all of them. I ain't deflecting. I can let me see if I remember. I put this shit down. I'm gonna go again. Bud, Canelo, Spence, Inoue, Mel Charlo, Josh Taylor, and the last one I don't remember the order, but I know I got Brother BF in there, so that's 7. Pacquiao, Estrada. There's one more I'm missing, yo. There's one more I'm missing. That's why I want to I want to look at it, but it's all good. I'm missing one. But that's just y'all tell me y'all put y'all shit in there. Yeah, everyone always want to make that pound for pound rules. The man universal. Yeah, that's true. Just because yours don't match up with mine, that don't mean I gotta knock yours off. You know what I'm saying? He said, how do you rate Calarar? He's a good boxer, but seem to be one pace. Yeah, good southpaw. He can kind of make the fight kind of ugly. You know what I'm saying? Good boxer. He don't really give you too much, so and he a decent counter puncher. I don't know if he got the big power like that to hurt those top guys, but definitely he's a good fighter, and I'm glad he stepped aside so we can have undisputed. So salute to him for that. That's probably the best thing he can do right now. So yeah. All right, hold on. I think I got that shit. He said He said Canelo, Spence, T.O. Oh yeah, T.O. That's what I'm missing. Okay, yeah. Glad you said that. All right, this is what I had. Got Bud, Canelo, Spence, Inoue, Mel, Taylor, Teofimo, Berbiev, Pacquiao, and Estrada. That's my 10 right there. That's my top 10. I forgot Teofimo. I got Teofimo in there. That's why I forgot. IBT, what's good, bro? We're gonna let you find it on second thought. Yeah, man, I be forgetting sometimes, but I had it because IBT, shoot, he asked me about it. That's why I had it at. Yeah, that's mine's right there. What's good, IBT? What's going on? But yeah, that shit. Yeah, let me know y'all's because that shit's so subjective, bro. Like, um, it is what it is. He said, To overrated. I mean, I don't think he overrated. Well, it depends who you talk to, though, Rob. If you're talking to me, I don't think so. If you're talking to one of his big supporters, maybe he is. You know what I'm saying? He said top 11 is original. Okay, who you got? He said TLC be wilding. Yeah, he ride for his guy. He said Usyk I would have, but it's all subjective, of course. Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad because I see people when you hear people's lists and they go crazy. How you got this guy and this? Now I might not agree with that shit, but I'm not going to bash it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that because everybody's their perspective of boxing is different. I can't knock nobody. He said Nello, Spence, T.O., Bud. Anyway, okay. Just because he beat a hype job Loma, we shouldn't jump on T.O. bandwagon. Okay. I ain't mad at that. I mean, my justification is he beat a guy that was on the list for a while. And some people still got Lomachenko on their list. I don't. I don't have Loma, Triple G, or Usyk. And some people do. I don't. But he beat three top guys or three tough guys. You know, Nakatani is hindsight 2020 win, but he beat a champion Comey, and he beat the number one guy in the division in a hot division right now. So he got to get some consideration, in my opinion. And the thing with Bud, I know a lot of people got Bud down on their list, and my reason is this: in 2017, when Chocolatito got stopped, then Andre Ward left the sport. I had Canelo. If Canelo would have beat Triple G, I probably would have had Canelo number one. But I couldn't hop Canelo over Bud at the time. So I thought since then Bud is pound for pound number one. Now I know people deduct points from Canelo for testing positive and whatnot, whatever. It's all good. But my reason is if the guy pound for pound number one, the only way he gonna lose that spot if he lose a fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just because he moved up. Bud moved up to 147, and he's facing guys that he's kind of froze out. He can't like those are the only guys he can face. It's like like I said this before, when he moved up to welterweight, PBC already had their big deal with Fox, and there ain't no way they was gonna cut Bud into that. And the rebuttal can be, well, if Bud was just signed with PBC and not Top Rank again, maybe he would got those fights. But my counter would be, well, Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell was champion in the same weight division 5 years in a row, and they didn't fight each other. So how, you know what I'm saying? And he going to the Diva division, 147. Come on. So that's why I think he don't lose it, because I remember when Roy Jones was pound for pound after he beat James Toney, and y'all heard the names that he fought after that, and if this was today, y'all would kill him. That shit was worse. You can say it's worse than Bud. He fought um, Antoine Bird. Nobody never heard of him. He fought Vinny Pazienza, former world champion, 135 and 154. But he's a smaller guy. He have no chance. He broke the copy box record. He didn't land a punch in the fifth round. You know what I'm saying? So how big? Whatever. And then he fought the punch and post man Tony Thornton, who was a journeyman. You know what I'm saying? Basically a tough journeyman. Never been stopped though. I give Roy Jones props on that. But no, nonetheless, there was guys right in line with Bud's opponents at welterweight. So that's what I'm saying. They didn't take that from Roy Jones back then. They didn't start taking it from him when he had that controversial decision when he got DQ'd with against Griffin, and then after that he reclaimed it because he stopped Griffin in one round, and then he didn't lose it again until he got stopped by Tarver. So he was basically pound for pound number one for like 9-10 years, and he was fighting some guys that that wasn't the top of the top. So that's my mentality. If the guy pound for pound number one, he don't lose that until he lose. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? He says okay at best. I'm with you. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at nobody going against that. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I see. What's up, D-Lo? Salute. He said he got Canelo, anyway, Usyk, Estrada, Aoka, Bud, Teofimo, Jamel, Chocolatito, Earl Spence. That's what's up. That's what's up. I ain't mad at that list. He said Rose, Monroe, JC Wilder. But I could add Josh Taylor, yeah. And I think that shit is subjective. Like, for example, like Pacquiao, I got him on mine, but somebody else is one win away. I don't think you can remove the top guy from his spot, but the guys are like from 7 to 10. Them guys they can be they interchangeable, bro, for real. In my opinion. He said Bud, after becoming undisputed, was going head on with Ward before announcing his retirement. I still remember. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because even if you gave it to Lomachenko, remember what Lomachenko did in 2017? He beat Mariaga and Rigondeaux. After he beat Rigondeaux, he didn't even get himself props for that. So Dilo got Bud, Jamel, Andre, Spence. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at nobody's shit, nobody's list. He said Roy went on a mandatory feast for a while and fought past at super middleweight. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, man. I watched Roy Jones, his career. I got that shit on DVD, so I know about all his shit. So it's a lot of stuff. A lot of people don't really recognize. Like, he didn't fight those top guys in his division. He did fight some good guys, not taking nothing away. But when he won his title against B-Hop in '93, like he won his title 2 weeks after Gerald McClellan beat Julian Jackson. They never talked about unifying. When Roy Jones won his title, that vacant title off of B-Hop, he had like 3 fights at a catchweight. He fought Talani Malinga at 166. That was on Oscar De La Hoya undercard. He was the first one to stop him. I think Malinga had fought Eubank and Najee Ben, and nobody could stop him. Roy Jones stopped him in 6. Okay, props on that. Then he went to Pensacola, fought some 2 undisclosed fight. I think he fought somebody named Danny Garcia too. Not the one from Philly, but another guy. You know what I'm saying? Then he fought his mandatory Thomas Tate, like a year later. So when people tell me Roy Jones is the best middleweight, one of the best middleweights of all times, I mean, they looking at the eye test, because as far as his accomplishments, he only made 1 title defense. You know what I'm saying? So, and he could have, at that time when he taking those catchweight fights, he could have fought Gerald McClellan. You know what I'm saying? he could have unified with one of those guys. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking Roy Jones. That's still my guy. I don't give a fuck, but I know what it is. He said, okay, enough, we get it. Yeah, man, my bad. It's kind of different over here, Jordan, because the boxing knowledge is crazy, and once it starts going, you can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop it. He said War Rip. Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, that was crazy. He said he get it. My bad, Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that shit keep going, bro. The boxing knowledge is crazy, bro. If you want to hit the link and you want to, what I'm saying, try to challenge it, just let me know. He said, James, she top 5. She almost got my man caught up. He said Pacquiao belongs on the list over Triple G. Yeah, I only got Triple G on my list. Oh my god, I'm on my list. He said Mariaga trash. He just lost to Joet. He said Boy was so dominant when it comes to the eye test. Yeah, he was. He was. He said Nigel Ben was a great boxer. Yeah, he was good. I like that fight he had with Iran Barkley. You don't have no clout. He said Roy was a bit green at 160. I think he outgrown the weight. You know what I'm saying? Looking at it. He had a lot of fights above the weight limit. Especially when he fought in Pensacola. Pat Watch, you need to retire. Man, I hear a lot of people saying that. And I ain't really can't disagree with that. You know, I know Roy Jones, coming out the Olympics, we know he got robbed and stuff like that. But he had like his first like how was it? I can remember. 17 of his first 21 fights was in Pensacola. Something like that. It's something like that. I might be off, but he had a lot of fights in his hometown. Then he signed like a co-promotion deal with Bob Arum and Top Rank. He came over there and fought Percy Harris. That's his first fight on. I know his career like back of my head, and then he kind of built up to the James Toney fight, but they got him that the IBF title shot with B Hop. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Hey Jordan, let me know when you want some of this smoke, yo, with this boxing knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Since you got it, you know what I'm saying? Let me know, bro. Whenever. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you want it, it's all good. We can talk about it. Whatever you want to challenge me on. But I be getting into it sometimes because it just be percolating when I be thinking about this boxing shit. So it's all good. Let me know if you want it. For sure. Ain't nobody running from no smoke. But yeah, I mean the pound for pound list though, it's good that people are doing it because that tells me that boxing now is dead as people think it is. Do you see Mike Tyson fighting again, or just a one time thing? No, I think he's gonna fight that exhibition shit again. I'm not sure who he's gonna fight. Um, I'm not sure. I wouldn't like honestly. I wouldn't mind saying Mike fight a real fight for like 4 rounds. If he fight one of those somebody his age or somebody like that he know he gonna beat, I wouldn't even mind it because with the Roy Jones stuff, I didn't really like it because it kind of like restricted them. Nah, I don't want to debate, but I'm just saying he said he get the point. So hey, he said he get it, but sometimes, man, when you love it, that shit just keep coming. But if you want to, challenge it, it's okay. It's feel free, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not sure if you sub to JFL new channel. What he do? He talking boxing? What he talking over there? He talking boxing? I mean, I can't do it. He's still saying Dave Garcia undefeated after getting washed by Spence. If he's still saying that, Rob, if he's still saying that, bro, I can't. I would never go over there if he's still saying that. You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't mess with. Nah, man, you good, bro. Nah, I'm just saying. It's what I'm saying. Don't hold it against me because sometimes what I'm saying I just be going off. It's not really going off, but when I know something, when it click in my head, I can run it off. So I ain't trying to, what I'm saying. But it's all good though. He said unfinished business. No, ain't no unfinished business. That guy don't got nothing on me on this boxing knowledge or none of this stuff. He don't have nothing on me, and you know that too, Rob. It's just good entertainment, right? Yeah, nah, we good. He can go entertain himself. He can use my content if he wants to. You know what I'm saying? He can have it. It's for everybody. Hopefully somebody gets something out of it. But debating him on something, because when you debate somebody, like you gotta argue the point. Like whatever the statement is, you gotta debunk it. So if I'm debunking his, right, everything he asked me, I'm debunking. But then when I'm asking him a question, he don't want to answer the question, so he ain't trying to give me an opportunity to for him to fall into the trap. It ain't worth it because he know what it is. Them guys know what it is. But I'm not trying to claim to be this and that. I'm just saying I'm not I'm not delusional to say a fighter undefeated, and we all know the guy lost 3 times, 4 times. You know what I'm saying? He said he had that fit on women. That's what's up, bro. Nah, you good, bro. Ain't no. He said that's his channel. I probably won't go over there. So you still got 39-0. Come on, bro. Hey Rob, has he at least admitted that Spence beat Danny? Because I haven't heard dude. You know what I'm saying? Has he admitted that? Answer that question for me, bro. Because if he's not admitting that, bro, he crazy. He said he live right now. Okay, that's what's up, man. Salute to him. He said, "What do you think about?" Oh, I like O'Shaquie Foster. Good boxer, good counter puncher. You know what I'm saying? He got underrated power. I like the performance he had against Mickey Roman. You know what I'm saying? That was a good performance. He needed that because he's kind of under the radar as a contender at 130 pounds. And I think he'll give anybody problems at that division for real because he's fast and he got good legs. He can box. He can do a lot of things in the ring. He can switch southpaw, do a lot of good stuff. So he's gonna be a problem for the top guys. And I don't know if he'll beat Burchett and Tank Davis and JoJo, but I think he deserves an opportunity though. So yeah, I like him, bro. I like him for sure. So yeah, man. I'm about to close it down though. So I appreciate everybody coming through the building, man, for real. Much love and appreciation for that, man. We just talking boxing over here. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Um, that is a good fighter, but he earned his every loss. He got a few that he didn't get. Yeah. Tele Telefane, Theophane, I'm sorry. I still think Theophane won that fight, but that was a close fight, so I ain't mad. That ain't so much um I ain't tripping off that. But Herrera won that fight, 7 rounds to 5. Actually, I thought he beat Lamont Peterson though. I thought Lamont started late, but Lamont was in his ass though. So yeah, those are ones that's very close. He said, "Are the rankings sleeping on Boots?" I don't think so. I think he got a world ranking in every sanction by except for the WBA. I think he's high as number 7 in the WBO. Look for something big for him coming up. He was about to get the WBO's. I mean, excuse me. He was about to get the IBO title, which don't mean nothing to a lot of fans, but it's a stepping stone for a guy. There's a lot of people gonna turn him down because he's young and he's a high risk, low reward. But I can see something big. I can see Josecito Lopez for him next. Or maybe he can get Delorme, run that back. But he's gonna have a good 2021. Danny, yeah, new trainer, but he probably won't happen. Yeah, he ain't gonna leave his pops. Foster versus Colbert are going back and forth about fighting, but Colbert been big dogging him. Yeah, I think Colbert is gonna fight Xavier Martinez, the TMT fighter, the number 2 guy in the WBA. Colbert, Foster. You know, a fight I like for Foster, I like Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer versus Foster is a good fight. They both promoted by Lou DiBella. I think Foster gonna be on he gonna come back on that series, Rain City Boxing. They got 14 fight dates, so he definitely probably get one. Because he looked good in his last performance. Um, I would say if I had to be realistic, I think he gonna fight the kid Rocky Hernandez next. Because I don't think Tevin Farmer gonna get him an opportunity, and Colbert, those guys not gonna give him the opportunity, but Rocky Hernandez, who fought on his undercard on that Ring City, I can see him fighting him next for sure. I felt Lamont. Yeah, man. Yeah, it could have went either way though. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. He said, "Yeah, Lamont won that fight." Okay, I thought Danny got it, But hey, I'm not mad at that because I could see because I watched that fight a lot, and it was some close rounds in there. Even in the beginning, when Lamont was moving a lot, Danny really wasn't touching him like you think he was, and then he was kind of at the end of the round here still a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at either way. I ain't mad at that. He said Boots is ranked accordingly, in my opinion, especially considering the level of opposition. Yeah, yeah, he's coming though. He's coming. He's gonna be there. He's right there. He right there from a title eliminator. Um, he said Lopez or Delorme would be great opportunities for Boots. Yeah, I think it's I think it's gonna be one of those two guys. Delorme's fight was already signed and sealed, but he got COVID, so I can see them revisiting that, or maybe not because Boots came out there like my man Van Herden owed him some money or some shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Do he still boxes?" Yeah, man. I hope he got that situation under control what he had in the JoJo Diaz fight. That like he was pump faking and still had a little nervous tick. I don't know what was going on. Hope he got that shit under control. But yeah, he's I see him in the gym all the time. So I know he lost the opportunity to fight JoJo the rematch. Farmer still thinks he beat Tank. Man, I think yeah, man, that was a blown opportunity for both on both ends. They should have made that fight when it was hot. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Farmer goes. I like the old Shaq Foster fight. He said, I don't know if Farmer want to fight. Yeah, okay. He probably still want JoJo. Yeah, I would want JoJo too. He took my belt from me and embarrassed me. JoJo went in there, but JoJo, he got out that contract, that MTK working some deals, and he got a tough fight coming up February 13th. I think he wins, but that's a tough fight because Romanov coming. He coming, but he's kind of one dimensional though. JoJo uses legs a little bit in box. He should win a comfortable decision. Who wants to fight Boots coming off that illness? That's ballsy. Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking maybe Josecito Lopez because Jose, like, what he gonna do? He looked good in his last fight, though. I will say that Josecito looked good, and they both on the same schedule. They both fought in December. Well, Boots really, he had one round or nothing. I wouldn't mind that fight, bro. But I think that'd be Boots' real challenge because you gotta take in consideration that Josecito is with Robert Garcia, and although I think Josecito loses that fight, but he gonna bring a good game plan. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Josecito can be able to execute it all the way through and get the victory because the athleticism and the punching power and the quickness is gonna give Josecito hell. But he can do some things if he can punch in between that stuff. Boots was getting hit with some stuff. He's not like the most perfect um defensive fighter. So and Josecito been looking good. He been trending up. So we'll see. We'll see. He said, if you have time, nah, bro, I'm not debating that dude no more. Well, actually, Rob, I never debated him before. Whatever we that was, it wasn't no debate. So nah, I'm cool, bro. I don't think Farmer could beat JoJo if he had 5 tries. Yeah, he fought the wrong fight, and you know, just like Valdez, you can see once he fight a guy on his level or better, he gonna lose because looking at Tevin's fights before he got to JoJo, I mean, I thought he was having some trouble. The Fonseca fight, that was a tough fight for me. The Francois fight, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was struggling in those fights, for real. I don't know. JoJo touched him up. Yeah, Romanov is a good fighter, but I think JoJo, yeah, I'm with that too. Romanov, man, he got some character. So you watch his last fight, he went down to South Africa, you know what I'm saying, home, you know what I'm saying, road game, and he stopped that kid. He was down in that fight, and he's knocked him out like sleep, you know what I'm saying? So he definitely got some characters. Now that whole smelling salt situation, I don't know how y'all want to take that, but the IBF did the investigation and he came all clean. So hey, we can't even talk about that. So Romanov definitely got some dog in him, and he ain't afraid of the big moment, in my opinion. For some reason, I think Josecito has one more upset in him. Yeah, he might. I don't know if it's gonna come with boots. You know what I'm saying? If I wouldn't, but if I'm Joseto's team, I'm like, nah, bro. Give me Lipinets. I think that'd be a good fight for him. He said Clayton, Lipinets, Avanesian would be good measuring sticks too. Yeah, Clayton, yeah. He might get another good fight. That's a good performance. Lipinets, not sure what he gonna do. Avanesian, he's stuck in that situation with Josh Kelly. They're gonna reschedule that. They supposed to been fought. That fight got postponed and canceled so many times. But yeah. Yeah, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. Should be some fight announcements, man. Definitely coming down the pipe. And make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. If you miss anything, you want to go back and check it out, feel free to go check it out. I covered some fights that's coming down. Don King, he got a card. Ring City, USA, talked about that. Talk about the top ranked cards, February the 13th and the 20th. Talked about those and some of the prospects. So yes, sir. What's good with Lemieux, man? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's gonna do. Um, I'm not sure. I like to see him against John Ryder. That's a good fight. And maybe he get Berlanger. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot. I'm supposed to be making some vids, but I had to tune. I mean, I appreciate that, bro. Taking out some time, man. It's all good. I'm about to cut it short, man. But I appreciate you, bro, coming through. Check me out, man. And yeah, man, I'm trying to stay more consistent, man. Talking about this boxing. You know what I'm saying? So you can always find something to talk about in boxing. It don't have to be the same old shit. I'm just glad I can be a little bit more diverse. He said, "Oh yeah, do you think it happened?" Oh, not this year, bro. Sad to say, I don't think it's gonna happen this year. Probably next year. Um, yeah, Terry Harper is a good fighter. This is a good fight. This is the best fight in the division. But Michaela is kind of frozen out right now because Eddie Hearn has the top champions. He had all the champions on his stable. So I don't know. It could happen this year. You know what? It could. Man, I take that back. Now to think about it. If Eddie Hearn make the Michaela Mayer versus Hamajuice fight, Hamadush is the IBF champion, and she's probably to look at as the toughest one because she's come forward, she's strong, she just throw a bunch of punches. You know what I'm saying? She gets you in the corner, she just go to work to the body. She fought on December 17th on the Zone. If you missed it, but that's a good fight for, and maybe Eddie Hearn want to like kind of like put her on Michaela, go get that WO and bring it back. So if Michaela win that fight and Harper beat Hami Choi, because that they supposed to fight in April, I can see it. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, if those two scenarios work out, that'd be dope. Hey, did you recently find me on Facebook? Oh no, yeah, that's me, but I don't be on Facebook like that. You gotta hit me up on this right here, Twitter, or hit me up on Instagram. I don't be on Facebook. Facebook get you in trouble. I don't be on there like that. He said, "Yeah, that's be a good fight, Berlanga versus Lemieux. It's a bad fight for Berlanga. Okay, I'm with you on that. Um, I can see where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? I see it on both sides because Lemieux haven't been looking good at 168. I thought he lost that fight against he fought a guy a couple like maybe one not his last fight, but the fight before. I think his name like Max Borax or something like that. The guy dropped him two times. He had him hurt, and they robbed that guy. He won that fight, bro. And Lemieux is not that good at 168. And if he's gonna sit there and bang with it, you never know. It's a 50-50 fight. And his power ain't as significant as it is at 160. You feel me? So I'm with you though. It might be too soon. I like, me personally, I like Berlanga versus somebody like Ronald Graville. You know what I'm saying? Who been in there with Benavidez twice, and he got the style. He just gonna come forward, and you'll have an opportunity to get your big punches off. I like a guy like that in his first 10 rounder, and then maybe Rosado, something like that. So exactly. I'm interested. Yeah, that's a good fight. He might get taken to school. The only reason Terry Harper got Fighter of the Year in the UK is because she's he put that shit in bold caps. They pushing that agenda. I thought, man, it should go to Kay Taylor in the UK. Is you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, but she had a good year though. She had a good year. I thought she lost the fight to Tasha Jonas, but Balinger Rosado is a better fight. Rosado is a better boxer. Yeah, he gonna take him to school. That I'm more concerned about that fight than I am the Lemieux fight. He said David could spark him. I'm with you on that, IBT. But yeah, I think Rosado have a better chance to beat him than Lemieux. But yeah, both of those fights, either way, yeah, it's a rumor. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, it's over J. It's scrolling across. I put it in the chat. You follow me on there. I'll be on there. Put in the chat for you. Yeah, that's me. Let me see. Yeah, he do have a lot of weight issues. I see him back in the gym. He got a bald head and stuff like that, training. Yeah, that was a tough fight. Yeah, there you go. Bursak. Yeah. He dropped him. I thought he won that fight, honestly. He dropped him a couple times. There you go. There you go. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I know I had something like that. David knocked him down. David knocked down twice. Bursak dropped once. Yeah. Okay. I know it was something like that. Yeah. So you on the IBT? Yeah. He said, yeah, they talking about fighting the weekend. So that's what's that? June? What's that? June, July? Berlanga supposed to come back in March. I like Berlanga need a guy like he need a guy like that. He need a guy like I think they should slow him. I don't say slow him down, but he need to go some rounds. I wouldn't step him up until he goes some rounds. Cause like you can't trust it. You can't. Let's say he get to 21-0 with 21 first round knockouts. Then he step up and fight somebody like Willie Monroe, and Willie Monroe just run the whole fight, and then my man get tired like the fifth round, and then Willie Monroe stop him. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. He said, "Yeah, they talk." Okay, I seen that. What's up, Astro Facts? What's good, bro? He said June. Okay, June. Okay, so a kid like that, he just fought in December. You don't want to wait till June to fight Rosado. You want to get him in at least March. Get him in. Let him fight a tough guy, somebody that got the style that match his style, like Graville. I think Graville is a perfect matchup. Honestly, I think that's a perfect matchup. If I'm matchmaking, I'm calling him. Or somebody, even like somebody like Porky Medina, but he haven't been active though. Porky Medina bring that smoke to you, but he's right there to get hit. And you know how the fans are. We want to compare Belinga's performance against when Porky Medina fought Caleb Plant and he fought Benavidez, and they fought him when they was prospects at the same stage. Basically, they had under 20 fights. So yeah, that's a good measuring stick. But Porky Medina been inactive. If he was active, I would say get him in there. You know what I'm saying? We see how he had Jalen Love. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, is Willie Monroe still boxing? That's a good question. I haven't seen him in a long time. Damn, when the last time I seen him? Damn, that's a long man. That's a good ass question. I think his last fight was 2018 because he was supposed to fight Charlo, tested positive. I seen him like I seen him around. You know what I'm saying, social media, but I haven't really heard no fight news about him. So damn, that's a good one, bro. I'm stumped. I don't know where his ass at. So, but you can see that but that's a possible opponent though. Guys like that, they can take you the distance. But oh yeah, man. You know what? That fight right there turned me off against Rosado. He pissed me off though. I ain't gonna lie because you like to root for the underdog, But at the weigh-in, he pushing Monroe like, yeah, I'm about to bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? So you see somebody push somebody at the weigh-in, you think it's gonna be a good ass fight. Man, he got in there, man. He posing and looking at Monroe, and Monroe just, you know what I'm saying, they're standing right in front of him. They just looking at each other, and Monroe beat him. And this is what I understand. If he would have beat Monroe, Canelo would have fought him, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said Centeno. Okay, he fought Centeno. So he came back after that. Okay, good catch, man, D'Lo. So it was talks about Rosado fighting Canelo. I forgot who Canelo fought that night. Was it? It was either on the Liam Smith undercard. I want to say, but the Canelo's team was like they're not fighting Monroe because they don't like his style. So Rosado, all he had to do was win, and he could have hit the jackpot. He over there bullshitting and lost. That's why I stopped messing with him. He fought Centeno. Okay, that's what's up. So he was out. He was out the ring for a minute. So basically, damn, that's like a year. That's a year inactivity. Huh. That's a long ass time, bro. He said he trash. Who trash? Yeah, that's a good one. Uh-huh. Von Alexander gonna come to fight. Who beat Anthony Sims? I ain't seen him in a while. I think Eddie Hearn dropped him too. He beat Sims, didn't he? I know Sims lost. He better not mess with Gongora though. I know that shit. The southpaw to stop Ali Akhmadev. He better stay away from him. That dude will lull you to sleep, then hit you with an uppercut and knock your ass out. He said Rosado usually fun to watch, but that fight at Monroe wasn't anything. Yeah, I mean, Rosado, it's like he could have been, I don't know, he get drug into fights. You know what I'm saying? But he's really like what you saying against Jacobs, that's Rosado for real. Because if he did the same thing against Arias, he took the air out the ball. He beat Jacobs too. So yeah, man. Salute to y'all, man. Coming through the building, man. I'm gonna do this again tomorrow. I'm gonna come up with some topics and talk about it, man. I might drop a link. You know what I'm saying? We can chop it up. But once again, I appreciate you guys coming through the building, man, showing the support. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. And that's my time. And I see you, D-Lo. Yeah, I see you. That'd be another one too. Laura's right. All right, but y'all have a good one, man. I'm out.